What is technopreneurship? It's a combination of two words which are technology and entrepreneurship. It is a kind of entrepreneurship in the field of technology. It involves tech-savvy, creative, innovative individuals who have a knack for taking a calculated risk, unlike entrepreneurship, which can sometimes be a one-person show. Importance of technopreneurship. As far as business processes go, technopreneurship has allowed companies to run their business process electronically through electronic networks. This has benefited businesses in a major way as they can now transmit information more quickly, replacing outdated business processes with more effective, up-to-date ones. So here's my proposed business idea. Earthwork Services Application. Earthwork Service Application is an online application which aims to bring together the contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers to their respective clients who need their services such as soil testing, excavation, grading, embankments, filling of soil, and land survey services. This application is also for the clients or those who need earthwork services to conveniently find the contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers who can offer excellent services they need. Here's my targets: service provider, a contractor who have their own heavy equipment who can offer services like digging, filling of soil, embankments, grading, an engineer who offers testing of soil services, a surveyor who perform land survey services, and skilled workers, and my client, which are homeowners, landscapers, government or private project handlers, and farmers. Paying for the service provider, which are the contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers, busy schedule, hard to find jobs or projects, unemployed, additional expenses for transportation and for hiring agent for finding client that need their services. Therefore, by using my application, here's the benefits that they get: online transactions, so less hassle for them to find their clients, contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers can easily find jobs/projects. They become employed and increase their income, and less expenses and less time consumed for finding clients who wants their services. Paying for the clients, which are the homeowners, landscapers, government or private building project handlers, and farmers, hard to find contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers that operates earthwork services that performs digging, soil testing, grading, embankments, filling of soil, and land survey service, cannot assure if the services are excellent that satisfy their needs, scam, additional expenses for transportation on finding reliable services. Therefore, by using Earthwork Services application, the process will make easier because through this application, client are easy to find contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers that operates earthwork services. Client can assure that the services are excellent since the application will cater only skilled contractors, engineers, surveyors, and workers. Security. Less expenses and less time consumed for finding service provider. How to access Earthwork Services application? For the service provider, first go to Play Store or Apple Store. Second, search Earthwork Services, download, install, and open, then create an account by clicking Sign Up. Provide your mobile number for verification. Then submit the OTP sent in your mobile number provided. Select your preferred service offered. Fill in the personal information needed. After filling up the information required, you are obliged to pay the subscription fee in our app to register your account. Add your profile and your service offered. Then click Next to go to home screen. Then wait for the client for the transaction. How to access Earthwork Services application? For the clients, first go to Play Store or Apple Store. Search Earthwork Services, download, install, and open. Create an account by clicking Sign Up. Provide your mobile number for verification. Submit the OTP sent in your mobile number provided. Select client. Fill in the personal information needed. After filling up the information required, click Next to go to home screen. Then now you can browse and select service provider that you need. Earthwork Services application is owned and managed by Aries May Alicanti. To promote this application, it uses radio and social media advertisements. If this application will developed, it would be a destruction for the laborer or the people digging using man-hand operation, agents, since the contractors, engineers, surveyors didn't hire them to find a project or jobs. And other application that provide the same services. Scope and delimitation. The application is available nationwide. Free to download the application in Play Store and Apple Store. Requires internet to access. Available 24/7 of booking. Use GPS to locate nearby contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers. Earthwork Services application provides CAPTCHA verification to identify if the user is a robot or human. Earthwork Services application will encourage every clients or service providers to give their feedbacks. Services are not accessible in a far-flung area. Earthwork Services application provides chat box intended for the discussion between the service provider with their clientele. Contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers have submitted legal documents or provide permits to register their account in the application. Terms and conditions for the service provider. First, they must sign up and create an account to the app. Second, they must provide details and requirements needed such as name, location, valid ID, legal documents such as PCAB licensed, building permits or PRC licensed, email or phone numbers that can prove their legitimacy. Third, after successful booking, the Earthwork service application is no longer liable for any transaction made by contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers with their clients. Fourth, contractors, engineers, and surveyors will pay subscription of 2,000 PHP good for 3 months, 4,000 PHP good for 6 months, 6,000 PHP good for 9 months, and 8,000 PHP good for 1 year. For the skilled workers will pay 100 PHP good for 3 months, 200 PHP good for 6 months, and so on. Then, if the contractor, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers have not yet completed the term contract and they want to cut off the subscription, the Earthwork service application will not give a refund. But, after the validity of the subscription, the contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers can renew their subscription or cut it off. The payment will be done through GCash, PayPal, and bank account. Scamming and impolite behavior are forbidden. For any confirmed issues, Earthwork Services application reserves the right to terminate or ban an account. And for the clients, they must sign up to register the app. They must provide details and requirements needed such as name, location, email or phone number and valid ID or government-issued ID to avoid false booking. Free to register and no subscription fee. After booking, clients must wait 24 hours before they can book again to avoid double entries. Scamming and impolite behavior are forbidden. For any confirmed issues, Earthwork service application reserves the right to terminate or ban an account. To protect your data that you shared with us, Earthwork Services application have its own privacy policy. Earthwork Services mission is to empower people to find and hire the best provider for their service needs. We value your privacy. We also let you know how we may use the personal information that you share with us. Earthwork Services is committed to the Data Privacy Act of 2012 or Republic Act 10173. This privacy policy statement sets how Earthwork Service collects and protect or secured your personal data. Collecting and use of personal data. To gain the full benefit and optimum experience of our application, you may create an account and register your details with us, in which case you may require to provide personal information such as name, location, legal documents, or permits, valid ID, email or phone numbers or any other information which may identify you, personal data. Personal data may be used to enable you to access and use the Earthwork service application. Send you email, SMS or other form of communication which is related to your use of the application, such as to verify your identity and/or personal information, and to protect personal safety and rights, property or safety of others. As a purpose for which we will or may collect, use and process your personal data depend on the circumstances at hand, such purpose may not appear above. However, we will notify you of such other purposes at the time of obtaining your consent, unless processing of applicable data without your consent is permitted by the privacy laws. Protection of information. Earthwork Services is committed to take all reasonable and practical steps to ensure that any personal information or data that we collect or come into possession of is protected against loss, misuse, abuse, modification or any unauthorized or accidental use, access, disclosure, modification, alteration or destruction. We ensure that all personal data collected will be safely and securely stored. We protect your personal information by restricting access to personal data, maintaining and implementing measures to prevent unauthorized computer access, and securely destroying and/or deleting your personal information where it's no longer needed. Passwords and security. You are responsible for maintaining the confidentiality of the password and/or restricting access to your account, and you agree to accept responsibility for all activities that occur on your account or with your password. In the event that the confidentiality of your account or password is compromised in any manner, you will notify us immediately. We reserve the right to take any and all action, as we deem necessary or reasonable, to ensure the security of the application. Here's my offer: services. Testing of soil services, digging of soil services, embankments of soil services, grading of soil services, filling of soil services, land survey services. And this is the computation about the expenses and income of the application. So the expenses is worth 70,700 pesos, and in every 3 months I gain 210,000 pesos. Therefore expenses minus 210,000 pesos is equal to 139,300 pesos, which is the income in 3 months. To To access Earthwork Services application, first you must download and install the application in Play Store or Apple Store. Welcome to Earthwork Service application. That you can conveniently find a service provider that can offer excellent services that you need. Get started. If ever you have already an account in this application, you can directly input your username and password, then click Login. Then now you can browse and select service provider that you need. You can search nearby service providers. But, if you didn't have an account yet, then you must create an account by registering to our application, or you can log in through Facebook account or Google account. In creating an account, click Register, then provide your phone number, for that you can get an OTP or verification code. It is one way to identify your identity as a user of the application. Then, enter the code that was sent to your phone number, and click Next. Then you can see the CAPTCHA verification that will identify every user, if it is a robot or human. Then, click Next. Now, you choose where you want to register, if it is a service provider or a client. When you choose service provider, then, you choose whether service provider you belong, if it is a contractors, engineers, surveyors, or skilled workers. Upon registering your account in the application, you must accept and agree the terms and conditions, and privacy policy of Earthwork Services application. Then, now you can continue registering your account. When you click your preferred services, example contractors, then you must sign up or fill up the information required, just like name, address, email address, birthday, gender. Then you can attach your valid ID, and your legal documents, for example PCAB licensed, business permit or PRC licensed, then click Next. Then now you can create an account, providing email address, password. It must be a strong password. Then, click Register. As you already read the terms and conditions, then, you are aware to pay subscription fee. Therefore, you may choose your preferred payment method, example, Gcash. You are hereby to choose, if it is monthly, semi-annually, and annually. When you choose monthly, so you obliged to pay 2,000 pesos good for 3 months. Then, you send your payment to Aries Alicante, as the owner of application. Then, you provide your name, phone number, reference number, and the amount. Then, click Confirm. Note that you must wait 10 minutes to receive confirmation. After 10 minutes you have successfully made your payment, then click Done. And now you are registered successfully, then click Next. Then now you can edit your profile and upload it. Then you can upload pictures about what services that you offered, for that your client can identify you. Then click Continue. Then this is the home screen of the application, that all service provider can be seen. And now, they will wait for their client's transaction. Then if you want to see your profile, you can click at the upper right. Click the message icon, for that you can see your client's messaging on you. This is where the transaction between you and your clients begins. You can see also your notification and your location. In home screen you can see your co-service provider, such as contractors, engineers, surveyors and skilled workers. The process of registering an account of a service provider are all the same. After clicking Register, they will provide their mobile number for the verification, then select their preferred service offered, fill up the information required and pay the subscription fee to register their account. And add profile and service offered, then upload. Then now they will wait for their client's transaction. Then for the clients, how they can access Earthwork Services application, they will also provide phone number, for them to verify and input the OTP or the verification code. Then click Next. For the CAPTCHA verification, put check on the I'm not a robot icon, then click Next. They will register as a client. Then provide requirements needed such as name, address, email address, and attached valid ID or government-issued ID, then choose what a client she or he will be. If none, then they must specify. For example, as a homeowner, Then, by using Earthwork Services application, you read and agree the terms and conditions and privacy policy. Then click Next. By creating an account, must provide email address and password, and it must be strong password, then click Register. Then now you can see service provider that you needs. Checking your profile. You don't have any transaction history, then your notification and messages. You can now search nearby service providers in your area, for example in Bunawanaguzan del Sur, and you have many choices of service provider, just like contractors, engineers, surveyors, and skilled workers. For example, you want an engineer, then tap the engineer that you want, and you can directly message the engineer. You can see their location of where they located. If it is near to your area, then you can see comments or previews for that engineer. Then you can see what services they offered. That's all about Earthwork Services application. Thank you.